Hello and welcome everybody. I'm currently looking into some PvE shooter games that can be played solo to fill the void until Remnant 2 arrives, hopefully this summer. I do like the more slower paced tactical shooters, especially the Ghost Recon series, as you might have seen in my videos. And while the game setup in Rainbow Six Extraction is very different from the Ghost Recon games, I found the moment-to-moment gameplay surprisingly similar and satisfying. I came with very low expectations into this game due to the rather underwhelming reviews and not knowing it had a dedicated solo game mode. So what exactly can you expect from Rainbow Six Extraction? Is it a fast food version of a Ghost Recon game or Ghost Recon to go? This video will give you an overview of the game systems, how it is structured and what you can expect in terms of progression. Then I will give you my impressions of how it felt playing it from a solo player perspective and a brief summary if this game might be worth your time or not. What offers Rainbow Six Extraction to you? It is a mission-based tactical shooter that prioritizes stealth, stun and takedowns over balls to the walls, spray and pray gunplay. You will find yourself often not using full automatic mode on your guns in favor of burst or single fire. More on the gameplay side later. We are fighting an alien invasion, so enemy types are based on that theme. You have 4 regions, each divided into 3 sub-areas that will gradually unlock. Each mission will choose randomly 3 out of 12 or 13 available objectives, which will take you roughly around 30 minutes to complete. Some mission types are easier than others, some favor stealth, some will need you to defend an area for a while, which plays out like a mini tower defense game. The areas are handcrafted, not procedural generated, but enemy placement and so on is different every time. You can extract any time between the 3 objectives, and if you are downed, you will have to retrieve that operator in a MIA mission before you can use him or her again. This mission will become instantly available on the map where the operator was downed and will be shuffled into your next set of objectives if you select that map. In terms of progression, we have 2 layers here. The individual progression of your operators and a global progression that will unlock more areas, operators, better equipment aka tech and cosmetics. Every mission you complete contributes to your overall progression and you have a subset of tasks called studies in each region. Completing these gives you a lot of XP for your global progression and some nice cosmetics, so it is very rewarding to 100% each region. Overall progression is decently paced and not too grindy even if you stick to the lower difficulties. Your operators can level up until they reach level 10 and will gradually unlock more and usually better weapons, passive perks and huge improvements to their respective special abilities. I would say completing a whole set of 3 objectives even on lowest difficulty will reward you with a level up until you reach level 6. After that it will take 2 and for the last 2 levels 3 complete mission sets to gain a level, but you can increase the difficulty for more XP at that point. Let's speak about your operators, skills and weapons. Some operators are slower and more on the tanky side, others faster but more squishy, and you can always equip 2 items from your global tech tree. One item usually is some kind of grenade or explosive and the other one offers more utility, like better body armor, higher ammunition or grenade capacity, a recon drone and so on. The real defining qualities are the available weapons and the special abilities. As a solo player, you usually want a silenced weapon and a hard-hitting option. Suppressors in this game severely cripple your weapon damage and you have only 1 sidearm and 1 main weapon. This makes these choices very impactful and you will utilize your sidearm a lot more than in other shooter games. But not every operator has a silenced sidearm option with a sight attached to it. And some main weapons are significantly better than others, so the arsenal available to a specific operator matters a lot. I will maybe make a full guide on weapons and skills for solo play if this video finds a broad enough audience. The individual skills define the main role of your operators. You have recharging stun grenades, area scans, auto turrets or invisibility and much more available. Usually, the abilities start out in a very basic fashion, but will vastly improve once you level up. You will choose an operator that is best suited for the missions you get handed. If you have to defend an area, an automatic turret is king. If you need to sneak up to an elite target for a takedown, stealth is superior. Or you have missions where you have to find 3 stations that then have to be activated in a limited time window. An operator with a strong scan ability would excel here. You don't rely on these skills to complete the missions. For example, you can stack up on claymore mines instead of using a turret to defend an area. You can use stun grenades instead of stealth for takedowns and a recon drone instead of an operator with a scan ability. But to choose a fitting operator and equipment for the tasks at hand is one of the neat features of this game. One last piece of information before we talk about how this all plays out. Your operator health is managed in, let's call it, interesting ways, which I found very annoying at the beginning, but got used to it by now. You have a base health bar of 100 HP that can not be refilled during missions. You will get 50 HP as a kind of health shield at the start of each mission, and this can be improved up to 100 with first aid kits that are scattered randomly in a mission. You have first aid kits, ammunition and ability refills randomly placed on the map, usually 2 to 3 of each. If you damage your basic health bar, the white one with 100 total HP, you need to let the operator rest for recovery and take another operator onto a mission. Only then the health of your wounded operators will refill. This incentivizes you to rotate between your operators and can be annoying at the beginning when you are trying to level up 1 or 2 specific operators. You will usually make some mistakes by learning the missions and game mechanics. I hopped blind into this game and surely was annoyed on how the health system works and had my fair share of MIA missions to recover operators. Overall, the system is interesting and I'm no longer annoyed by it. I see what they tried to achieve with it because it raises the stakes of the missions and thus impacting your playstyle, I would say in a good way, but in general I'm still not a big fan of the health recovery system. That was a lot of theory, how does it actually play? And here I found the moment-to-moment gameplay being pretty similar to a Ghost Recon experience, with the 2 major differences that you are 1. Directly dropped into a hot zone with a certain set of tasks instead of roaming an open world, and 2. The maps are more about clearing room after room and long-range sniping is not really a good option. Some operators do feature strong sniper rifles with good scopes, but the magnification will often be a problem close up, which is the majority of the gameplay, and you only have 1 main weapon, so no option to take a sniper rifle and an assault rifle or SMG with you. As a solo player, your strongest tools are stealth, stun grenades and takedowns. You can stun everything, even big targets like a smasher, and take them down, which is much more effective than try to gun them down and alerting half of the map in the process. So carefully analyzing your surrounding, taking out nests and lone aliens while advancing through a zone is the core of how I play the game here. I do hate timed missions, but the 15-minute timer for each zone is pretty generous. The general idea of giving you 3 different tasks is not bad. There are 2 types of defending a zone missions where stealth is rather useless and you will engage in a direct gunfight, which is great fun if you prepare the zone with barricades and claymore mines. Some missions where you can silently reach the objective to take it down, activate a station or escort a VIP back to an extraction point. And some search and destroy type of missions. The stealth system works really well and positional audio plays a huge role in this game. You will listen carefully to your surroundings a lot. Gunplay is very good, the skills are impactful and the additional tools like stun grenades really define your mission loadout and approach. That is why I associated this game after playing for a while with a Ghost Recon to go experience. Hop into a mission, choose operator and loadout according to your tasks and have some fun while unlocking better features and tools along the way. In conclusion, this game will not win any prizes and does not offer a vast open world. The variety of missions and maps is limited, and after completing most of the progression goals, I can see this game becoming repetitive at some point. But what the game offers is really fun and entertaining. It is available on Game Pass or on sale in the Ubisoft store on a regular base. To play this with friends is surely a blast, like most co-op shooters. If you are looking for a game to scratch that tactical shooter itch and want a nice snack to fill the void until Remnant 2 arrives, then yes, this might be something worth your time, if you don't expect a genre-defining experience. Do you have other recommendations for me to try out, and would you like a dedicated guide for solo players? Let me know in the comments. That is all for now about Rainbow Six Extraction. Take good care of yourself and enjoy your gaming sessions.